Greetings and welcome to the Astronomy Picture of the Day podcast. Today's picture for March 2nd of 2025 is titled the Hubble Ultra Deep Field in Light and Sound. So what do we see here? Well, this is what is known as the Hubble Ultra Deep Field, which was done back in 2003 and 2004. And it essentially involved the Hubble Space Telescope looking at what essentially looked like a near empty space in the sky. So what it kept doing was looking at that area. So there was nothing seen there normally. But when you looked at it for long periods of time, you could pick up the light from those very distant galaxies. So we can see here a number of very different galaxies, and they average over 10 billion light years away. And when we see them here, you can see all different colors of galaxies. We see some galaxies that are very red, some that are very blue, and various color shades in between those. And that's telling us something about the populations of stars within those galaxies. Blue galaxies will have very young populations of stars with very hot blue stars. The redder galaxies are older and are dominated by the light of red giant stars. Now it says that this is the Hubble Ultra Deep Field in light and sound. So we can see the light there looking at the objects and here most of them galaxies. And we can also hear the galaxies, and we can do that and move the mouse over and point at the various different galaxies. And then we're able to actually see the galaxies and hear them at the same time. Now in this case, the tone that we're hearing, the tone is related to the distance. So the higher pitched tones will be something that is much closer. And when you get a very low pitch, that is a galaxy that is much farther away. So we see galaxies ranging from just a couple billion light years away out to things that are 11 and 12 billion light years away. Now I'm going to go ahead and pause speaking here so I can go ahead and run over this. So we'll go ahead and look at some of these galaxies and point out a few of them as we go. So as we move over various galaxies here, you can hear that tone. And we can see things like stars in our own galaxy. And you see there we found a galaxy that is very close, only 2.7 billion light years away. And therefore we get a very high tone. There are also galaxies much farther away. As we can get things that are over 11 billion light years away. And in fact, if you go to the website and play around, you might even find a galaxy that's over 12 billion light years away. So I'm going to go ahead and stop playing the sounds here for you. So what we've been able to see is that we can do this with sound as well. So it's another way to be able to understand the distances to these various galaxies without actually being able to see them or make other measurements. So it puts it in a completely different perspective. And we call this a sonification, turning it into sound. And that helps us in many ways to really be able to better understand. So even if you could not see the galaxies, you could then color code the sounds to different colors, for example, or to other things to help someone who could not see to still be able to understand what's going on with these galaxies and looking at the Hubble Deep Field as we did today. So that was our picture of the day for March 2nd of 2025. It was titled the Hubble Ultra Deep Field in Light and Sound. We'll be back again tomorrow for the next picture, previewed to be quadruple alignment. So we'll see what that is about tomorrow. And until then, have a great day, everyone, and I will see you in class.